Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be going into an Erik Ezukanma film session. We're going to be breaking down his play against the Raiders in the preseason. Before we get started though, please drop a quick like and a sub on today's video. That would really help my channel grow. I'd really appreciate that. With that said, let's dive right into the video, and I hope you enjoy. So before we dive into the film session in just a sec, Erik Ezukanma's had a great preseason, really establishing a connection with Skylar Thompson, the Dolphins' third-string quarterback. But more importantly, Ezukama has really showed up, right? Made some big-time catches, some big-time plays, is really racking up the yards and the catches in preseason play. And honestly, with the plays had so far, I wouldn't be surprised to see him actually have a role on this offense this season. Obviously, Tyreek Hill is going to be the main guy. Obviously, Jaylen Waddle is going to be up there with receptions. There's some talk about Mike Gesicki potentially getting traded. Don't really know what's happening with that yet. But the Dolphins did bring in Cedric Wilson this offseason. But maybe Ezukama pushes for that third, fourth wide receiver spot. Really liked him so far in preseason play and in training camp. Now that let's dive into the film session and just determine what he's all about. I absolutely love this play here. This is going to be the first play. He's going to be matched up one-on-one here in the slot. And you know, this is a play where Ezukama does a really good job with the route running, but more importantly, utilizes his bigger frame. Like, he's not the biggest receiver, but he's pretty lanky. And he's definitely on the taller side, so he's able to kind of use his body and use his ability to go up and get the football to kind of protect the ball a little bit on this play. But I really like his route running and his burst off the line of scrimmage in this play. So you're going to see him, once again, matched up one-on-one, right? And he's going to kind of run this route here, trying to get upfield, trying to get to the outside part of the field, and giving Skylar Thompson, the quarterback here, an ability to throw over the top into this route. So at the top of the route, really love, well, number one, I love the route combination here. So you got Hunter Long, the third tight end on the Dolphins here, and then you've got Ezukama coming in over the top. Really good idea by Mike McDaniel here, trying to get a little bit of separation, almost like a fake pick play, kind of almost. Although Ezukama doesn't go around Hunter Long, it's still putting these guys in a really close situation where, you know, maybe a little bit of a gap in the defense can happen. Anyway, Pocket's going to break down here, right? But I love how Ezukama has really just hit his speed early, right? And number two thing, Skylar Thompson does a really good job on this play. He sees all this open space. He knows that Ezukama is running into it. He feels the pressure, and he's just going to anticipate that throw. That's a really good read by Thompson. But more importantly, look at Ezukama here, right? He's not the fastest, but he's able to create some separation here. He has that good leverage on his cornerback, right? He's got the outside part of the field, right? So he can try and go for that back shoulder catch. And that's exactly what's going to happen on this play, right? See that separation, right? The ball's a little bit underthrown, right? You'd like it a little bit more out in front so that Ezukama could run under it. But he's looking back at the football the entire time. Tracking the football with his eyes. Really good job here, right? He knows where he needs to come up and get it. And as he turns, look at how he anticipates where that ball is going to be. He's not afraid to be physical here, as that corner is in great coverage. Like, this is really good coverage by the corner, right? He's all on top of Ezukama. But Ezukama is able to reel this in with one hand, right? And then keep moving upfield for a little bit of an extra gain. And I think this play went for about 33 yards, if I'm not mistaken. This is a big-time catch from Ezukama. One-handed, just absolutely mossing his defender, and just doing a really good job, just showing that he can make that contested catch and that physical catch on a little bit of a smaller corner, but nonetheless uses his frame and his size to do a good job. Also protecting the ball after. Look, he knows the safety's coming here, has the ball in a good spot to protect and to ward the ball away from the defender. This is a really good job by Ezukama. Ezukama is also pretty smart. On this route, he's going to run an outbreaking route over here, and two things on this play. One, Ezukama does a really good job catching the football and making sure that he reels in the football and protecting the football after the catch. But more importantly on this play, Ezukama realizes it's zone defense. So what's good about zone defense for a wide receiver? It means that you're not necessarily being covered by like a guy man on man. Like, there's not a guy that's going to be sticking with you your entire route. But really, that allows you to be able to find the soft spot in the zone. So as this zone backs up right into this cover two look, you're going to have these guys kind of drop back, and as he's running this route, you see there's 1, 2, 3 defenders in this area. He's going to find the open gap in between them, and that's a veteran move here, right? So he's going to burst off the line of scrimmage And then you see over here, right? You've got this defender here, you've got this defender here, and then you've got this defender here. And look how Ezukama has put himself right in the middle of all those guys, past the line of scrimmage, past the line to gain, past the first down marker. And he's put himself in a really good spot. So then as this ball comes, right, he then realizes that he's going to get, a big hit. Because in zone defense, right, there's players everywhere, there's defense everywhere. So there's always going to be someone going in for that big hit, and that's going to be the safety on this play. But Ezukama does a really good job on this play. He actually ends up turning the wrong way, but nonetheless, he's secured the football well enough with two hands, and he's strong with it, so that when he gets, rocks here on this play, ball secure, and that's an easy first down. So this is a really good job by Ezukama here, finding the soft spot in the zone defense and making himself a big target for Skylar Thompson. And this is another zone defense play here. You're going to see Ezukama lined up here. He's going to run kind of a seam route in between this zone here, and then there's some safeties out of the picture. But this is one good job finding the soft spot in the zone, right? Really good burst off the line of scrimmage. Is able to just beat by this defender here. And, Ezukama, look, once again, finds a soft spot in the zone. One guy here, two guys here, three guys here, four guys there. Where is he? Right in the middle of that zone. And he's just found that open area. And sure, him and Skylar Thompson have some really good chemistry going on. And Skylar Thompson's played really well in preseason play so far. But more importantly, on this play here, right? Look at Ezukama reach up and grab this football, right? He goes and high points that ball. And once again, then as soon as he catches that football, he's securing the football. Fundamental football here. He's not trying to make too much out of it. And it takes him a lot of guys to bring him down, right? He doesn't go down easily. But I really like his ability and his length on this play. Just look at him go up and catch that football. I know it's not really contested, but still, that's a really good sign, especially for a team that needs a little bit of a red zone boost. I mean, they lost Devontae Parker this offseason, who was a big red zone player for them. They traded him away to the New England Patriots. And with, I guess, some uncertainty about Mike Gesicki, maybe getting a guy like Ezukama who can go up and catch some footballs and really use that length could be a big time move in the red zone. But I really like this play here from Ezukama. Once again, showing that smartness in zone defense and finding that soft spot in the zone. But more importantly, going up and catching the football, coming down with it, and securing the football after the catch. And for a taller, lankier receiver, you're going to see him right here at the bottom of your screen. Ezukama catches the ball really well, but more importantly, his route running is really, really good. And this is just going to be a quick slant route, right? You're going to see him make a little move outside and then cut back inside, and you're just going to see him beat his corner. Really, really well done by Ezukama here. You're going to see him cut outside. Look at him utilize his hands there really effectively. And you see, Skylar Thompson wants Ezukama the entire way. He's looking that way. But more importantly, look at how he's created separation with his hands and with his body and with his hips. And now, as he's moving all this way, right, that defender is kind of on the back heel, right? And now Ezukama is able to burst this way and pick and get some separation, right? You see him burst that way, right? Now look at the separation there. He's running away from his corner. He's running away from the man defense, and he's wide open here for the catch. Catches it in stride, and then look at him, always trying to move forward, right? Never going left to right. He's just trying to go right up, right into the heart of the defense and trying to get that extra yardage, and is able to pick up, 8 or 9 here to put the Dolphins in field goal range. They didn't end up making the kick, but nonetheless, this is just a really good route running by Ezukama on third and 13, right? You got to get the ball out kind of quick, but you got to push it past the sticks. And, the trust in the Dolphins, although he doesn't get past the sticks, to give it to a guy like Ezukama on this play, that's a big deal here. In crunch time, this is the guy you're going to go to, I guess, with your backups in. But still, this is just another good play here by him. And it all starts with the route running and the ability for him to separate from his defender and the ability for him to create some space for himself. So with that said, I mean, as I kind of talked about at the beginning of the video, I've really liked what I've seen from Erik Ezukanma so far in preseason play. He had a big game against the Falcons a couple weeks ago, the Buccaneers a couple weeks ago in the first preseason game. Had a big game against the Raiders. I mean, this guy's doing a lot of good things. He is catching the ball effectively. He's really going up and catching the football, securing the football, really good as a route runner. And I was actually going to make a film session on him coming out of college, where he went to Texas Tech, got drafted by the Dolphins, I think in the 3rd or 4th round. But I never ended up getting around to it. And I'm really happy that I was able to do this film session and post it, because I think he's a really talented player. And I think that he could really, if he keeps playing the way he's been playing, he could easily be the wide receiver 3 by the end of the season for the Miami Dolphins. Once again, he's not Tyreek Hill. He's not Jaylen Waddle, right? He's a very different kind of player. He's not a speed guy. He's not really a route running guy. But with his size and his lankiness, his ability to run routes makes him special at his size. He's not incredibly fast, but he has good burst. And more importantly, Cedric Wilson, I don't really know how comfortable I feel with him as a wide receiver 3 in the long run. Definitely, I know he's all about speed. I know he's definitely a guy who can break open a game. But Erik Ezukanma is a name to watch as we move into the season for the Miami Dolphins. He's probably going to start in a smaller role, but as the season progresses, I would not be surprised if he keeps playing the way he's been playing to see a couple more snaps, a couple more balls thrown his way. He's really impressing, and I think this game just proved that, right? Really good route runner, I think, for his size, for his speed too. Really good contested catch player with his lankiness, his size, but more importantly, he secures the football. He's a smart player, finds the open holes in the zone, and I just really like what he's about, and I really like how he's been playing. So watch out for Erik Ezukanma as we move into the season as the Dolphins try and get this offense going. They might lean on Ezukama a little bit as the season progresses. And with that said, that's pretty much going to end the video for today. Did you agree with my analysis? Why or why not? Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you're new around here, please drop a like and a sub on today's video. I'd really appreciate that. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see ya.